I know that Trump supporters have internet access since they leave comments to articles and videos appearing online. They're very active uh, at those websites. What they will not do, or at least the vast majority of them, is to use that internet access to review accurate information and original source material that contradicts the routine reality creations made by Trump. I'll give an example using a comment to one of my videos that was published earlier this week. I do not doubt the sincerity of the person making the comment, but it is clear to me that he had made no effort to secure accurate information that contradicts his claims and is simply regurgitating what Trump or some other Republican or one of Trump's horde of media acolytes has made in their ongoing effort to manipulate persons into believing false statements and narratives. The comment was that Trump was never told by the prosecutors of the other crimes that would elevate the falsification of business records into a felony. The commenter thought that this was perhaps a violation of due process or a constitutional right, or seemed to him to be analogous to Kafka's book, The Trial, where the defendant was never told of the crime that he allegedly committed. It is accurate to say that the indictment did not specify the other crimes, but they were specified in the bill of particulars filed by the prosecutors on May 16, 2023, almost a year before trial, and shortly after the indictment, which was unsealed on April 4, 2023. That document can be reviewed by anyone interested in knowing accurate information. I referenced that website previously, and it can be accessed by simply Googling the phrase, quote, docket watch, Trump prosecuted in New York, end of quote. There was also filed with the indictment on April 4, 2023, a detailed statement of facts supporting the charges. I have heard or read comments from several Trump supporters that have made the claim that Trump was not notified about the particular other crimes that were the crimes that needed to be proved in order to elevate falsification of records into a felony. Recently, I think it was earlier this week, I listened to an expert, I put that in quotes, on a CNN panel that claimed the same. And I said to myself when I was listening to that he had not even bothered to read the pleadings before appearing as an expert on this panel. So this is just another example of what I call the systematic failure to challenge Trump's false and misleading statements, and that has resulted in 71% of Republicans believing that he is telling them the truth and is more trustworthy than their own family members and their religious leader, pastor, preacher, whatever you want to call them. Personally, I do not like being lied to, and it does not matter whether the person making the false statements is a Democrat or a Republican. And I really do not like being lied to constantly every day of the year, every year that I'm alive by one person. When politics and ideology are removed from the bias and an effort is made to check Trump's false statements and narratives with accurate information, it would be impossible for any person to conclude that Trump is honest, in my opinion. Nothing he says can be accepted at face value, and that has been proven by his long history of making false and misleading statements. He is just constantly manipulating his true believers with false statements, which has been successful to a very large extent. since those persons will not make an effort to compare his statements with facts that they could learn, if so desired, with simple internet searches.